Alright, so my current setup I have is a Link G4X FuryX, and I have a K24A2. I do have a K-series TSX injectors. I don't know about the idle air control valve. I am using the B-series TPS round connector. This is the B converter. Here's that B-series TPS right there. I am using the OEM AE86 cable throttle. There's that plug. Throttle. This was a little sticky issue that we had, so I don't really know if there's a better solution. I am not sure about my intake air temp sensor, whatever this thing's called. I don't have a current map sensor. I don't know about my wideband oxygen sensor, but I would like to use the Link CAN Lambda wideband. I believe I am using the K24 NOx sensor. And there is the OEM NOx sensor. My transmission is a S2000 AP1 transmission, 5-speed. I think it would be too complicated to use the AE86 ignition to start. So I think maybe we'll go with the factory push button start using the ECUMaster keypad controller. I also have all of the other OEM connectors and relocated to the trunk here. As you can see, this cable right here is running for, that's going to the fuel pump. We have the rest of the OEM connectors for the tail lights, turn signals, and we have this for the power. We still have the OEM speaker cables. This is a PowerTune extender. I don't know if we even need to use this. I heard some guy off of Facebook, he was able to use the PowerTune digital dash right here, which is currently not hooked up, but I do have the wire for it and everything. And he was able to connect it to a ECUmaster PMU-16, I believe. And he was able to work it with the keypad and with the Link ECU FuryX as well. So I know it's possible. Just need to make the harness for it. Here's the original ignition. I don't think we will be using this for this, because I think it will just be a little bit more complicated to get that running. Might be easier just to use the ECUmaster 12 button keypad to have a button for the push start. All of the tail lights are running up and down here, and then to the side right there. So yeah, we have the power windows. Don't know what to do with that. As you can see, here is the connectors for that. Now I think this was the seatbelt sensor. I think we could probably just get rid of that then, right? So that runs all the way up to the old fuse box. Here's the wire that was wired up for the fuel pump, I believe. Don't really remember what this was connected to, but yeah, not good. So I am looking at adding a vintage air AC heating defroster unit. Saw some guy on YouTube do it for an AE86. I'm just trying to work it with the electric air compressor, and I think I'll probably be one of the only ones. I would like to get a security system as well installed into here. So we do have a lot of the OEM holes right here, which I would like to use a bulkhead connector for the ECU, from the engine harness firewall to mounting the Link ECU here somewhere. I'll make a custom plate or get someone else to make it. Here's the OEM hole for the windshield wiper reservoir, which I still have. Here's the OEM motor for the wipers. And here is the K24A2 engine, which did used to run until I took everything apart. There's another blue ground wire that goes to right here. Where's that? The Koyo Rad radiator with the Mishimoto aluminum shroud. It was wired up, as you can see right here. I think I'll turn these into Deutsch DTM plugs, or yeah, with a switch or something. Here's the lower coolant hose, and there's that. And here's another ground wire that went to the chassis. This is the RSX alternator, but I am thinking about upgrading to the high output alternator so that we can run the vintage air AC unit. Of course, I need to keep the headlights, and here's the motors and stuff. Here's the VVT, and what type of, this was mounted here for somewhere, I forgot. Here's the S2000 AP1 transmission, backup light switch. Here's the left side of the transmission, and I'm guessing this is for the variable speed sensor. And the dome light, can we get that working too?